crafty friends, come on in. There we go. Make sure the volume's all the way up. All right, so of course you can adjust the volume on your device and with your headphones or whatever. All right, so I'm giving it just a few seconds. So if you just got here because you got a notification that I was going live on YouTube or Facebook, yay! Thank you for subscribing and getting notifications and everything. That's awesome. We're gonna get started officially in just a minute. Hope you've had a good Monday. I've had a busy Monday. It's always a busy Monday. I say that every week. All right, let's do this. Hi crafty friends, it's Audra Monk the Crafty Yogi and welcome to the Crafty Corner and a little Monday Night Madness. Today we are going to talk about scrapbooking, Stampin' Up / Audra Monk style, the Crafty Yogi style, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to go over my classes and upcoming events first. So if you are here to find out about the scrapbooking, feel free to go ahead and fast forward. If it is much later than, hold on, let me tell you the day. Monday, January 8th, 2024. So if it's much later than that, if it's after February of that, you just go ahead and fast forward. I mean, unless I'm entertaining you anyway, but go ahead and fast forward and get to the scrapbook part. But first, I'm going to tell you all about my upcoming classes and events. So I'm going to throw us down to the desk. Give me 1 second here. And then I'm going to pop down here in the corner. There we go. Hey, Nadine. Hey, Lisa. Welcome. Okay. Had to take a sip of water. All right. So as you may already know and be excitedly shopping, our spring mini catalog and our celebration specials have started. I'm going to do a catalog walkthrough either, I don't know, sometime this week. I'm not even going to commit. It is going to be a surprise. It's going to pop up. It'll probably be during the day. So if you're at work, you'll have to just watch it after. And you can always put questions or message me questions if you really have a question. Hey, Jean. Ooh, it's chilly in Southern Oregon. I believe it. It's chilly in Maryland, so... But, so I will do a walkthrough where I go through the catalog. Look, I can show you the insides now. I go through the catalog and I'm just going to show you, you know, my favorite things and things I think are good, which you're going to find out about some of those tonight. And the free things you can earn. I'm going to do a video sometime later in the week about that. And then we still have our annual catalog. So three ways to get very fun Stampin' Up products. All right. So you're going to laugh. So this is a little hobo, but here is my list of things to tell you. It actually looks better. It looks better on the screen than it does in person. All right, so upcoming events. I actually have 2 things upcoming, and I got a lot of work to do because I also have travel agent work that I'm working on. So here we go. Valentine's Card Buffet. It's one of my most popular events of the year. I've already got, I'm working on it. I have 3 of the cards designed. Actually, I have 4. There's one more, but I have to remake it because it got messed up. Because actually I sent them all out. It's my swap. It's using the donuts from the Sweet Treat stamps. And I'm working on the other. I got more things in process here. Look at that cute little envelope and those cute little hearts. So I've got things in process. So in person, unless there's something you want a whole bunch of, I'm going back to old style card buffet where it really is a buffet. I'm going to make 10-ish sets of each card. And you will just pick and choose for $3 a card. You'll make whatever you want. Isn't this cute? I cased this from my friend Martina, who is a demonstrator in Austria. And there'll be a piece here with a Happy Valentine's Day, but isn't that cute? That little cute little crocodile. If you're getting to go, you could get this card to go. It will come with everything except for this crocodile. So you could always put a different animal there from a different set that you have. Or if you order, the crocodile is in the free set. It's so cute. You could also put the tiger or the sloth or whatever you want there. So anything stamped will not be included. You'll get the little pieces of paper and you will just look in your stash or order things that will make you happy to make Valentine's cards. Okay, so it'll be to go in person, and in person I will have my craft sale, so my retired product. And I'm going to have a big sale on the stuff that I've had for a while because I just need to clear out my garage a little bit. Hey, Roxana. All right, Maker's Mojo. This is an online event in a private Facebook group. It's actually super fun. Now, here's the deal. You don't get any paper. You don't get any product. And And it still costs $45, but you know what you get? You get so much knowledge and information. There are 5 demos, 5 of us, with very different styles. So there's something that will surprise you that you'll be interested in. It's really a cool event. We put a lot of our heart and our love into that event. I would love for you to join me. We show you how to use new products, right, from the cute little mini catalog, but we also show you how to use what you have, how to really just, it's all about how you put the paper together, how the tips and techniques. Melissa always does awesome things with water and messes, and Jo from the UK, she's gonna teach us how to color. I think she's gonna do watercolor pencils. So there's lots of knowledge you can gain. It's like a billion free Facebook Lives, but even better because you pay for it. There we go. And there's prizes, lots of prizes. The prizes, a lot of them, you can qualify for the basic ones, but if you get in the Facebook group, there's fun ways to win them. And if you make projects, there's a big grand prize. All right, and then the last one on my list, if you want to cruise with me, it is not a crafting cruise, it is a yoga friends cruise, but I would love for anyone who would love to join me. The yoga will be all levels. The yoga is optional. I work with a lot of people that are not super fit, have artificial knees, artificial hips. But if you're more active, you can get more out of that too. So contact me. And if you don't want to do yoga and just want to come to New England and Canada with me, that's great too. I will bring paper pumpkins and I will work on them during some of the days at sea. So there is that list. Now let's talk about scrapbooking. So if you just fast forwarded, you are now, like if you're watching this later, you are now at the scrapbooking portion. Okay, so I made a list, again, just a nice little handwritten list, with my top tips for scrapbooking, especially if you love Stampin' Up! Product. Okay, our paper is so good. It's some of the best paper there is. I'm missing one thing. Yeah, I can do it without it. So I want to tell you what works for me. So I went to a craft retreat. And I'm only halfway done. I only made it halfway because then I worked on the Valentine's the last day. Let's make sure that cat... Okay, they're scratching the scratching post. I worked on this album from my trip to Paris. So Stampin' Up! Sells... Where are we going to start? We're going to start with albums. Stampin' Up! Sells in our catalog. We only have one album, and it's not this one. They put these on clearance, and I bought a whole bunch, and I think I have one left. We sell... Let me find it. Here we go. One album. It has a basic black spine. I don't have that one yet, but I want to show you in general what it's going to look like because we used to have it in different colors. So I'm not 100% certain, but I feel like it might be the same thing. This is, it's like a material on there. So we had a brown one. Ooh, this was Universal Studios in 2018. And it's $11.50. It's a heavyweight cover. These covers are nice. And you can, do I have an overstuffed one here? Yes. You can stuff these pretty full. I'll show you in a second. So where am I going to put this? I'm going to put this one here. So we sell an album and we sell a variety pack of pages. This pack will come with one cover page, right? One of these. This is actually an older version. We had Becky Higgins with Stampin' Up! For a while. I do have some Project Life ones in here. Oh, this is Project Life with Stampin' Up! Oh, that's funny. The front one is, oh, I know why. So I did order these from Becky Higgins because I wanted more of the big ones. Ours comes with one big one, 2 horizontal, 4 vertical, 1 horizontal and 2 vertical on the top, and horizontal with 2 vertical on the bottom. It is a great pack. I use these all the time and I will show them to you. We also do Memories and Morse cards, which are similar to the Project Life ones by Becky Higgins. I love these. Just buy this with a little extra cardstock, a couple stamps, and you're good to go. Or you make your own, which I'm going to show you too. Okay, so let's see. I talked about albums. And I talked about pages. And if you need more pages, like I did go to BeckyHiggins.com and I bought, or it might be ProjectLife.com. I don't know what it is. I bought more of the big ones because I like to do the big pictures sometimes, or a big page. All right, so let's talk about the pages. So this is, like I said, about half my trip. It's kind of full. That would be a full album, but I'm going to keep going. Let me see. I think, yeah, I said I had one over here. So I have one that is super full. We did 2 magic trips. None of this is Stampin' Up! On the front, because if Stampin' Up! Doesn't have like a more themed paper, I do go off brand and buy that. Although it makes me sad because I like this paper is not near as thick and near as nice as Stampin' Up! But we went to, can you guess? We went to Disney and we went to Universal in 2019. Oh, this was Disneyland. So big pictures. So lots of fun. Lots and lots of fun. I think I've done a flip through of this one. You could probably find it somewhere. But I wanted you to show you that you can get them pretty full and they still will hold up pretty well. All right, so that one. There's so many books around here. All right, so see how this is the large horizontal picture and the 2 smaller pictures. And don't worry, I'm going to talk to you about pictures in just a moment. What I did notice in my pictures from this Paris trip is that because of Instagram, right, I'm taking pictures to put on my travel channels or whatever. On Instagram, for stories and things, they do this vertical picture. So I noticed I was taking a lot more vertical pictures. So I'm going to try to do a better job. Becky Higgins used to say this, take one of each, a vertical and a horizontal picture, and that way you're covered. And I kind of wish I had more horizontal because it made this a little bit more challenging. And see how this, the letters. Hold on, they're on my list. Yes, letters. We have, okay, you need to add this to your order right now. They are amazing. This is our new dies. Hold on, I wrote down how much they cost. Letters. Sorry, I guess this is not going to be as organized as I thought. It's going to be what happens. It is Monday, and there is mayhem. These new mini alphabet dies, they are awesome. They are $31. Okay, there's pluses and minuses. The only minus is you kind of need to cut them all out, or you can do strips. But if you're doing strips, make sure you're using an old plate, and it would be on the bottom or on the top. Because if you don't do the whole thing, these letters are really going to push into your plate. Like, you would cry if you put it in a new plate, and it'll warp it. So, or just cut out a whole bunch. Hold on. So, one thing that can help. Hey, Joanna. So again, I segue to a new part of scrapbooking is choose a suite, the Memories and More cards. It helps your album to be more cohesive if you just embrace it. Now, have I done ones where it's all random and I do it by what is there? Like, say it's spring pictures, so I go all in on Easter bunnies and spring things. Yes, I have. But sometimes when you're doing a trip, this makes it just calms your brain down and makes it easy. So I had this retired paper. I knew many years ago that one day I was going to go to Paris. Hey, Claire. And this paper has locks and keys. You're going to see it all. It has Eiffel Towers. So I saved this, but then I looked on the bag and I was like, ooh, basic black, cherry cobbler, petal pink, pool party, whisper white. Done. Those are the colors I'm going to work in. Although instead of basic black, I went basic gray. Basic gray and basic black, I feel that you can use them interchangeably and be happy with them. The letters are so nice. You could get all fancy and put adhesive sheets on them, but you know what? I was finding, I did the little thing with my little dots of glue, let them sit for a little bit, and I put them on. They feel nice cut out of our paper. They're a beautiful size. I like them way better than I thought. I mean, I was so pleasantly surprised with how much I like these letters. So then you can just keep them while you're working on the project. And, you know, I don't know, if you want to get a little tackle box and keep your letters in there of different colors, you probably could. Okay. So when I packed up, everything went in here, all my scrap, all my things. So that's another thing if you're working on it, just keep it all together. Okay, so I love these letters. The other thing for letters, because see how I made this cute little, it says Paris bound. I wrote bound, but the Paris. We also have these alphabet a la mode dies, and I like them a lot too. I know they have a glare when they have the case on, so let me take. I really like them a lot too. They're skinny, they're cute, and they work great with this smaller size album. You can buy 12 by 12 albums. If I would have done a 12 by 12 album, I probably would have made way more progress because I wouldn't have had to reprint pictures and everything. But it's kind of up to you where you're going to store the albums, what works for you. So you do either one. And our 12 by 12 paper works great in full size 12 by 12 albums. And you can also cut it down. There's different, now we don't sell 12 by 12s anymore. I maybe have like 2 of them from when they went on clearance in my storage, but you can buy them other places. In some places you can get 10 by 10s. You can get, I don't know if there's 8 by 8s. There might be. And my one friend Diana, she had these cute like long skinny ones. You know, sometimes you just buy a album for a different thing. Okay. So I'm going to pep some of the, wait till I show you how I decided later to make these look nicer. You could just do plain white. Some of them I got fancy. These letters, stick-on letters are also nice. And Stampin' Up! Used to have some. And you're going to laugh. So this bin, you can't even really see it. This bin says scrapbooking on it. And guess who forgot to bring it to the retreat where she was going to scrapbook? This girl. So I actually, those letters, I had to buy some letters. I think they're Creative Memories letters. I do buy letters on occasion. Look at this. I had all these letters. Actually, these are Stampin' Up! Letters, some of them, all back here. You know, I buy them at the hot craft stores. I just keep them, but I forgot to bring them. I keep all the little memories and more in case I want to use them. And I use our little, I don't think we sell these anymore. What do you call these? These little CD or stamp cases. But you can buy these kind. I buy these little ones and keep them in there. So I have those. I have bought a few like planner stickers sometimes. You know, I go through stages. So keep all your scrapbooking stuff together and then remember to take it with you. Ooh, Jean, that's an excellent idea. She says an embroidery thread storage box. That's what I was thinking. One with a little, or a bead one with the little squares would be really good to store the letters in. Because those letters, I'm telling you, they're so easy to use. And you could, if you're like, you know how you're bored one day and you want to do something crafty, but you just don't have any crafty mojo, just run a whole bunch of letters in black and gray and, you know, basic colors, and then you could be ready to go. But these are stickers. Okay, I'm still gonna pep this up. Just in case you don't know, I don't think I posted the picture. Your stamp case, I forgot to bring big enough block for the Eiffel Tower. You can stick your stamp on a stamp case. That was fun. I'm using these 4 ones a lot. And a little bit of paper here and there because I am going to journal. I'm going to write where we went and what we did. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put our itinerary, and I'm telling you, I make pretty itineraries. Well, they're very plain, but they're very, they list all the things you need to know. I'm going to figure out how to print it smaller and put it there. This is an old style page we used to have. I think this was a Stampin' Up! One. Oh, I don't know what it was from. So you can do that. And then I do like to use the big ones. That's why I bought more of these big ones where you can put 2 pictures on it or 1 picture. But what I want to show you is, did I put any, hold on, is that I realize these are very plain. And don't worry, I can pull this out, use some Post-it notes, and I'm going to add, because then I started thinking, oh my gosh, I have these stamps. So I saved the pear stamp set too. And there's, did I put it away? I don't know where it is. So there's a lot of little fun stamps in there, like these were all from that set, right? So then I decided, oh my gosh, what am I doing? So then I started adding it stamped off to the corners, and I think it looks so much nicer than the plain white. So I have to go back and fix those plain white ones. See, look how cute this page is. This, and that way you get to use your, ooh, sorry about that circle. You get to use your stamping. So you have the DSP, you have the layers, and there's plenty of room for me to write in there. Oh, look at our letters, they're so pretty. And every once in a while when you're scrapbooking, do a page, add some extra little, I mean, I just added a bunch of little flags. I saw somebody with a page, it had 1 billion flags, but I thought that just makes it pretty. This is sunrise. And look at all that. Look at that, with all that fun stamping. And I use the same colors. It's just petal pink, cherry cobbler, basic gray. I could use pool party, but I don't know. I didn't think about using the pool party because it's on the pool party paper. So have a little fun with that. And you can make little, I'm going to talk about pictures in a second. You can make even smaller pictures, little strips. I actually journal a little bit on that page. Oh, you can't see it because of the glare. There we go. So anyway, I started adding the ink to the white, and I really like that. So I am definitely going to go back and do that. Some more stickers, you know, say where you were. And I think you will have a lot of fun. You can decorate the inside and outside of this, like I showed you on that one where I put the paper on the front. You can just, I would use liquid glue and put it on there. And you could put, these are like chipboard, but you could definitely put the new letters or those. I'm going to do the bigger alphabet letters on the front. It's going to say Paris, and it's going to say 2023 is what I'm going to go with. You can, and then they all come with this little thing, and you can pull that little piece of paper out and write on it and put your where you are. All right, so let me see what we need to talk about. Okay, so we talked about albums, we talked about pages, we talked about memories, more card, or choose a suite. That will just make it easier, but of course you don't have to. You can be as detailed as you want. All right, what other tools do you need? You need a trimmer, and you need this kind of trimmer, or you could do a small guillotine one. It would probably work, but if you're doing bigger paper, like I needed to, this will do everything, right? So I can cut down my 12 by 12 paper. I can cut down my 8.5 by 11 paper. I can cut down my pictures, and you can get a pretty small sliver off of a photo in here because they're just a little bit mean, right? It says 3 by 4. But almost always you need to take off a 16th to make it fit in the pouch better, especially if you're going to do both sides and if there should be cardstock in there. It needs to be just a little smaller. So I love our trimmer. Our trimmer is $26. Get extra blades if you're going to be scrapbooking because you're cutting a lot of paper and a lot of pictures. Extra blades are $12 for 4 of them. Easy to get. Adhesives. I use our Stampin' Seal. I use liquid glue. And I do use glue dots and dimensionals. So apparently all of the adhesives, you need them all. Okay, so that's that list. All right, now let's talk about the photos. All right, so if I could do it all on my phone and not print them big, I would. But sometimes that's hard for me. So I tend to print in a couple places. Snapfish I like. They do where you get on their app, you get 100 photos free per month. So if you were good and you ordered every month, you could keep up on your pictures. Maybe you could scrapbook as it goes. That would be awesome. I will do Shutterfly, and then, oh, and actually when I order from them, I like to order, it says like True Digital, or they say something like that. I'm going to do them upside down so it won't have that glare. The pictures are 4 by 5 1/4 versus, so let me show you what a 4 by 6 looks like. Okay, this is 4 by 6. Let's do it this way. So they're a little smaller, but I guess they're more true to what you have taken, what you took in your pictures. I'm going to talk about, I got to give you a tip in a second. But I found out, because I was a procrastinator, I don't know if you're like that, like me, sometimes. Sorry, Nadine, I see your comments. Yes, I do love our trimmer. She teases me because I say I love everything, but I've liked a lot of things in this video. I found out that at Walgreens, you can print your pictures and they can same day print them. Or you could, I did it the night, like late night, the night before, and then I picked them up the next day. And in Walgreens, they also offered the True Digital, but look what they do. They legit print it on a 4 by 6 piece of paper, and you just have to cut that little strip off. Although, that could be really cool if you had, there are pins, there's like slippery pins or something like that. Hi, Sonia. And you can write on there. So if you just wanted to keep the pictures in a box, you could do that. But a lot of these pictures are not going to go in the album because they're too big because of the smaller size album. So then you need to get an app or a way to print them smaller. So this is where if you're making a big album, you will go quicker and you won't have this step, but then you have this big giant album, which is a little more bulky. And I really like this 6 by 8 size that we sell. I really, really do like that size because obviously I went through a lot of work to make these albums. So what you have to do I have any small pictures to show you? No, I'll have to pull them out. Oh, well, I have some. Is you have to figure out how to print them. So my current favorite printer, and I have done the selfie, which is Canon. A lot of people have that one, but I like this one better. And it's funny, I went through 2 selfies. I still have one that works, and I take it because I have a whole new box of inks and paper. But I like this Epson, and there's probably a newer version. I don't know if it has a number. What number is this? Here we go. PictureMate PM400. I like it because it will print 5x7s, which is what this picture at the very front of my album is 5x7. Now, if you don't get one that prints 5x7s, a 4x6 on, let me find a 4x6 all by itself. A 4x6, or actually the 3.5 by whatever, by 5 1/4, they look nice on the 6x8 page too. They do look nice. So, but the other thing that's fun when you have a 5x7 is there are collage prints. Where were some of those little ones? Where you can print, so see, I printed on one piece of 5x7, 6 square pictures. And then I printed, you can print 8 of this little size, which is like 2x3. And so those were fun when you just want to put more pictures in your album. I wouldn't get any smaller probably than 2x3 because then it's really hard to see, but you could do that. So I used a combo of the Project Life app to do my side-by-sides because it was just a little easier. And then when I did the bigger ones, there's actually an app to the printer, and you can connect the printer in your phone. The printer has Wi-Fi that will talk to your phone, and you can just print as you go. So there's definitely a lot of going through and printing and figuring that all out. So that's the least fun part of it, and it takes a lot of time. But in the end, you'll probably be very happy with your album. All right, so printer. Something to print 3x4s. You need some kind of app where you can put 2 pictures on the page. And I talked about letters. Oh, look at that. So I have talked about all of the things. Let me show you my album one more time. We'll do a quick flip through. If you have any questions, whether they were live or after you're watching this, let me know. I think it's just fun to not make it be too much the same, like alternate what you have going on. I am going to go back to remembering to take horizontal pictures. It's funny, I did photography as a minor. We took you let the stuff tell you what the picture should be. So I definitely took a lot more horizontal pictures. But now I'm taking, social media has wrecked me. I think this one I actually remembered I took both ways, horizontal and vertical, so that was nice. Play with it. Look, I cut out things from the pictures and I popped them up on dimensionals. That's kind of fun. Use your DSP, use your fun little dies, and I'm going to go back and stamp this. This was a Creative Memories little, peekaboo page, pop-on page. I forgot this picture, so I was like, so I bought them. There was a Creative Memories lady there, and you just stick them on. And I thought that looked okay on there. But have fun with it. Change it up. If you do the smaller 5 1/4 picture, add a piece of cardstock behind, or the picture is just wiggling around in there too much. So that'll help. Wait in line to take your turn in front of the Mona Lisa. It wasn't that bad. Go early in the morning. Although don't tell everybody to go early in the morning because then it'll be crowded early in the morning. Go early-ish. Have fun with it. Find a good DSP that just goes with your project. Or use our Memories of More cards. The ones in the mini catalog are super cute. I ordered them the other day, so they're on the way to me. And in Maker's Mojo, we're going to design a to-go class for after. We did one with the other Memories of More cards, and it was really fun. All right, so there is your album. There is all the things. Let's see if I remember that. I'm talking too big. I always then start to point at the desk once I've done press this button. So if you do have questions, comments, requests, let me know. I think scrapbooking is definitely like a thing that ebbs and flows, and you do it different ways at different times. But if you like my way, go for it. Do it. If you make a scrapbook, let me know. Share in your social, or send me an email, or on Facebook you can always comment and share a picture there. But on Instagram you have to tag me in your post. It works a little bit different. Follow me on all things. Give me the likes, give me the loves. Let me know that you're watching. Look for a catalog walkthrough sometime later this week, and get yourself signed up for classes, and I will see you next time. Stay crafty.